It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field when you were a player. What are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that would be a big part of Drake's career.
The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. May now from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. That's caught. Devon Achane. And And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Tua. Waller with the catch. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They send Hill right. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Tua now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. A-Chain again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Aubrey puts it through, and they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Another carry for him. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's May. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They motion the tight end over. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. That's going to be caught by Washington. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Five men in the secondary for the Pats, third down. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this one to Waller. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 23. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, Well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. On 3rd and short.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. May. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Patriots at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's May. Dump off caught by his back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. May throwing for it. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Flush down out to his left. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Enough goes to Madison, running right. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Made to throw it. And a man is there to knock that away. Trying to force one through there. And now it's second down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots out in front. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports.
These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First down, here's Tua. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Tonga Bailoa. Vacates quickly left side. He takes it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this third down call. Tua now from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They give it to him again. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
May now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Achane, a 1st down carry. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, it can mean a touchdown.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. First down throw for May. Rolling out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's May. Escapes his grasp. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Second down now, 7 to go. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his fullback. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They send Hill right. 3rd down run from Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Got Washington, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They've got a man in motion. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Taking a shot for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now give left side. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's made in the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Throwing is May. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They kick the running back in motion. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. They run the counter to Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Achane again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Achane up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The New England offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete, it's Bourne. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air on first down, May. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the...
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Trying to throw for it with May. He's going to push one deep down the right. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Putting a receiver in motion. Tua off the play fake. This is complete to Waller. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll step up, and there he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Man in motion, out of the slot. Trying to run it in, Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Patriots running their offense out there. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. May on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On play action, here's May. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Minka Fitzpatrick has got it! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6! Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He's going to field this at the 2. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
He'll get this to Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Setting up the running back screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Henry on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air yet again, May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. May now from the gun. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Miami offense headed out there now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Achane again on 2nd. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. That's 3rd and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.